Imagine standing in front of a mirror that not only reflects your physical appearance, but also your energy, your deepest intentions, and even your seemingly insignificant actions. Everything you project in life, it sends back like an echo. Every thought, every action resonates and returns to you in subtle and often unexpected ways. The mirror of life doesn't distort or lie. It simply reveals what we are offering to the world. If today it reflected what you've been sending out to the universe, what would you see? Prosperity, balance, or fear and resistance? In this reflection, there's no place to hide, and this is the turning point. What you give to life, it multiplies and sends back. And here lies the secret. The power is in your hands every single day. What you plant will inevitably bloom. The universe speaks, but not always in the ways we expect. Its signals aren't always obvious. In fact, they're often as subtle as a leaf falling quietly into a calm lake. Small daily events, seemingly random encounters, or repeating patterns. All of these are part of a cosmic dance where feedback is always present. Imagine a path filled with stones where each stumble or misstep is not an obstacle, but a message. The discomfort you feel, the closed doors, the unexpected detours, these are all responses. It's the nuances that guide us when we have the wisdom to stop and listen. Often, it's not about finding the right answers, but asking the right questions. The more attentive we are, the clearer these answers become. Silence is where the deepest answers reveal themselves. In the stillness, when external voices fade away, we can finally hear our own inner voice. It's in this space of introspection that true learning blossoms, like a flower blooming far from sight. In moments of silence, what do you find? Perhaps discomfort at facing your own mistakes, or maybe a quiet peace, indicating you're on the right path. Whatever the feeling, it's there, in the pause, where growth occurs. The greatness of transformation isn't in moments of euphoria, but in the small instances of uncertainty. It's the stumbles, the detours, and the mistakes that lead to the greatest lessons. Each moment of silence is an invitation to learn something that the noise of daily life often hides. Have you ever felt the need to pause? To interrupt the rushed flow and simply observe? This pause isn't a moment of weakness, but of strength. Self-assessment is the necessary space to breathe and realign direction. Without this conscious stop, we risk continuing blindly in a direction that no longer serves us. Every choice made, every step taken shapes the path we are walking. Self-assessment offers us the opportunity to reevaluate our choices, to ensure the course of life is still aligned with our values and our goals. Like a sailor adjusting their sails, we need, from time to time, to adjust our course. If we don't stop to reflect, how will we know if we are still sailing toward our true north? Life, like a river, is always in motion. There is no straight path, no immutable direction. Fluidity is accepting this constant change, knowing when to move forward, when to divert, and when to simply go with the flow. Often, the situations we resist the most are exactly those that need more fluidity. Imagine water running over rocks. It doesn't fight the obstacles, but flows around each one gracefully, without losing its strength. Fluidity is this ability to adapt, the wisdom to know when to persist and when to change course. Prosperity isn't about brute force, but about resilience and flexibility. When you learn to adjust your route without losing sight of your destination, you find a lightness in the journey. The secret to fluidity is in letting go of control and trusting in life's natural flow. Sometimes, in our eagerness to reach our goals, we underestimate the power of small steps. Each quiet advance is a fundamental brick in the construction of prosperity. It's easy to wish for quick changes, but true progress comes with patience, consistency, and a series of small adjustments. Think of a sculpture. Each chisel strike may seem small, but over time, every detail takes shape. So too are our daily efforts. There's no transformation without these small, almost invisible steps. Each daily choice is a seed planted, and even when we don't see immediate results, growth is happening. The secret is trusting the process, knowing that every step, no matter how small, is leading us in the right direction.
Gratitude is a powerful force, a magnet that attracts more of what we want in our lives. But it's not just about being thankful for the good moments. True transformation happens when we can express gratitude for the difficult lessons, for the challenges, for the doors that have closed. Gratitude transforms the feedback cycle. What once seemed like a barrier now becomes an opportunity for learning. With each small victory, the heart expands, and with every obstacle overcome, a new level of awareness is reached. Prosperity is born from gratitude. By being thankful for the small wins and the difficulties, we open the doors for more abundance. When you find gratitude in every step, the journey becomes lighter, and prosperity flows naturally. If gratitude moves us, self-assessment anchors us. It is the point of reconnection with our deepest purpose. When you stop and ask yourself if you are living aligned with your values and purpose, this reflection becomes a compass. Life offers us countless distractions, paths that seem easier or faster. But without self-assessment, we risk straying from what truly matters. Taking time to reflect isn't wasting time, it's gaining clarity. It's in this space that we realize if we are drifting off course or if we are truly in tune with what we want to build. Easy paths can be tempting, but it's on the most challenging roads that we find true prosperity. There are no shortcuts when it comes to growth. The journey requires time, patience, and resilience. Every stage is a lesson, every difficulty an opportunity for expansion. Just as a tree grows slowly, rooting deeply into the soil before reaching for the sky, so too is our personal growth. The roots we don't see, the silent work happening beneath the surface, are essential. To flourish, we must honor every part of the process, even the hardest ones. There's no transformation without dedication. True fluidity isn't just adapting to obstacles, but aligning with the process. When we surrender to life's natural flow, we accept that not everything is under our control. And often, it is in this act of surrender that we find true power. Alignment is more than following the path. It's being in harmony with it. When we adjust to the curves, accept the feedback, and allow ourselves to flow, we discover that the journey becomes lighter. Life flows more easily when we stop fighting against it and instead navigate with its currents. Fluidity is balance. Life is a continuous journey of cycles, feedback, and growth. At every stage, we are invited to evolve, to adjust our course, and to align our actions with our deepest purpose. True prosperity isn't in the final destination, but in the process of constant self-assessment and adjustment, where each step brings us closer to our best version. And what comes next? Consistency, the secret to keeping this cycle of growth active and sustainable. Consistency in small daily actions, in subtle adjustments, is what ensures that prosperity and alignment flourish in a lasting way. In our final video, Consistency, the secret to self-care, we explore exactly this idea. How consistency is the foundation of all personal care and long-term success. And now, you are ready to dive even deeper into the journey. With each step, learning expands, and the next chapter always reveals new opportunities to flourish.